So, you started streaming on Twitch, and let's be realistic, you're probably making loads of mistakes. Today, I'm going to go through some common mistakes that people make when streaming on Twitch, and most importantly, how you can fix them. Welcome to Stream ER. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Stream ER, the show where I talk about all things streaming. My name's Jaqck, and I'm your resident stream doctor. And today, I'm talking about mistakes that you're probably making on Twitch. Mistakes, everybody makes them, especially when starting something new. And to start streaming on Twitch is really difficult. There's a lot of things to learn, and you're chucked straight in the deep end. You have to learn how to use different softwares, how to set up your stream, how to make it look professional, and doing all that is really difficult. So today, I'm going to go through some of those issues and some of those mistakes and how you can fix them and how you can improve your stream. Let's get into it. So, cameras. They're the first port of call when looking at any stream. If you're trying to stream without using a camera, you're doing something wrong. The best thing you can do is purchase a camera. Most viewers won't come to a stream and won't stay for long if you don't have a camera and you're not showing your face. This is because it's hard for a viewer to interact and engage with the stream when they don't know who it is they're interacting or engaging with. Having a camera makes it easier to build a connection between you and your viewers. It makes it easier for them to feel like they're engaging with your stream. Although some streamers have grown without using a webcam, I'm looking at you, Lyric. But that's not always the case, and it is easier to grow if you've got a camera. Also, webcams right now are at the cheapest they've ever been. You can buy a Logitech C920, a pretty decent starter webcam, for as little as £40 second hand. What a small investment that is to make to add a lot more personality and entertainment to your stream for your viewers. Even if you purchase a webcam, you're not out of the woods yet. After purchasing a webcam, a lot of people expect to be able to plug it in and it's ready to go, and that's not really the case. There's a few things that you need to consider and you need to test before you can start streaming with that new webcam. The first thing to consider is lighting. You would have seen in some other videos how important lighting can be when you're setting up your stream. No matter what camera you purchase, if you don't purchase the right lighting, it's pointless. Your camera's not going to look good, you're not going to be easy to see, and the overall experience is going to be poor. So you need to make sure that you're lit well when setting up your camera for the first time. So, purchase a light box or two, maybe get some background lights, make your camera look good and your stream look interesting, and make sure that you're putting your beautiful face out there for everyone to see while you're streaming. I'm interested to find out how many people do and don't use a camera when they stream, so let me know in the comments just down below if you do use a camera, and let me know what kind it is. When setting up your camera, there's a few things you may want to do before you use it for streaming. Head over to your streaming software once it's plugged in and go to your camera preferences. Here you'll find the settings that you can alter to change your camera's settings. Things like brightness, saturation and sharpness can all be tweaked to give you the look and feel that you want for your stream, as well as getting the most out of your camera. Some companies, such as Logitech and Elgato, even offer their own camera adjustment tool, a little bit more of an in-depth tool that you can use to make sure you get that perfect quality image. Use these tools, as well as the ones in your streaming software, to make sure you get the image that's best for your stream. What's important to do when looking at your settings is to make sure you turn off autofocus and auto white balance. These are the settings used by the camera to make sure that you're always in focus and that the picture's always the same colour, but in reality they never work. Autofocus, you always end up with this weird zoom in, zoom out blur effect when it can't find your face, and the auto white balance, you end up with a picture that changes colours every 30 seconds. So you want to turn these off, and you want to find ones that suit you for how far you're sat away from your screen, as well as your setup and lighting and situation. Final mistake you can make with your camera is placement. I understand there's a lot going on in your game and you want to make sure you're not covering anything for the viewer, but avoid putting yourself away in a corner, especially the bottom left or top left corners. This is because when Twitch generates you a thumbnail for your stream for people to click on, the bottom left and top left corners are actually covered by graphics, so your webcam will actually be hidden. This is an issue because it means that people scrolling through will think your stream doesn't have a camera, when in reality it does, and less people are likely to click a stream that doesn't have a camera. You should always position your camera to the right side of the screen, preferably around the middle. This makes it easy for viewers to see when they're scrolling through streams and looking for their new favourite streamer. The next mistake I see a lot of streamers make, and it's a huge one: follower only chat. It's a huge mistake as a small streamer and something you don't want to be doing. If you put your chat into follower only, so only followers can chat with you during your stream, you're limiting all the people that could be joining and aren't sure whether or not they're ready to follow yet. A new viewer should always be welcomed into a stream, and they should be able to chat with you as they please. They shouldn't have to follow you first to be able to chat and interact with the streamer to decide if they want to stay around or if they want to come back to another stream. Setting requirements for a user to be able to interact with you on your stream will reduce the likelihood that they're going to return again in the future. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, oh, but they could follow and then they could just unfollow if they didn't like it. But that's not how it should work. They should be able to join your stream and chat away, and then if they enjoy the stream, they will follow. You shouldn't demand the follow before they've even watched any content, let alone discussing raids. If somebody raids you and sends their viewers over to your stream, they shouldn't have to follow you before they can announce their arrival and say hello to this new streamer. They should be able to announce that they've arrived and who they've arrived from and share the community instantly. The only reason I can see why some small streamers may want to turn on follower only chat is because of hate raids. They're getting raided by people daily and they're sending horrible and negative messages towards their stream. But in reality, by doing this, you're not stopping the hate raids, you're just stopping new viewers from wanting to join your community. If a hate raid is going to take place, then they'll just follow you and then do it anyway. In reality, a new viewer is the only one being harmed. By going into follower only mode, all you're doing is showing the hate raid that they've won. You're reducing the likelihood of you growing and succeeding and getting new people, nice people, to be a part of your community. So don't do this and leave it on normal chat. The next mistake a lot of people make is not to plan their streams. There's two steps when you want to plan your streams. There's setting up a stream schedule and there's planning the content around your stream. The first step of planning your schedule is really important. If you're a new streamer, you want to create a rota to show your viewers when you're going to be live, on what days and what hours. By having this, viewers will start to learn a routine of what days you'll be streaming and what days you won't. This means they'll be able to expect when you're live, even if they haven't got an I'm live notification, and they can plan their days around when you're going to be live. Creating a schedule will allow you to stay consistent on Twitch, and it's one of the most important things to do to make sure that you're growing when you're streaming. Stick with this, be consistent, be regular, and you will grow and you will see success. The second step of planning your content is a little more tricky. The best way I find to explain this is to imagine some TV channels. TV channels do not show the same show all day, every day. Instead, they show different shows at different times, and they show the viewers what days and what times those shows will be on. So this means then viewers that like that content can tune in and out at certain times and watch certain content. If you plan your content to be on at certain times and certain days, it allows viewers to return for the same content on regular days. To plan your content, try to plan what games you're going to play, what you're going to do, what events you'll hold, maybe even some of the topics you want to talk about with your chat or with the people you're playing with. Create some different entertaining topics and conversation points that you can then create into an overall professional feeling show. You should still allow yourself some freedom and creativity when streaming. It doesn't have to be scripted, but create a general idea of what you want to do during that stream, and it will help you a lot to keep conversation flowing during the stream. By offering a variety of content and offering it at specific days and specific times, you'll notice that certain viewers will return at certain times to make sure they get that content, and people will start to prioritize some content over others. What you'll find is you start to build up communities around each of those bits of content and overall around your whole stream. As well as this, by creating a variety of content, you'll make sure that your chat stay engaged and entertained. You're not just playing the same game and doing the same thing day in, day out. You're adding a lot of variety to the games and to the streams, and this is really entertaining for new viewers. The final mistake you can make is not having graphics and tools on your stream. Graphics is a really overlooked thing when you're streaming. A lot of small streamers think they can just add their webcam, add their gameplay, and they're ready to go. But this isn't the case. You should be creating graphics to add some more diversity and entertainment and professionalism to your stream. Graphics are a good way to increase the interactivity and the entertainment of your content. They encourage people to follow and subscribe, as well as increasing the professionalism of your stream. There are a lot of tools that you can use on your stream to increase the engagement and the interactivity of your viewers. Things such as Jaqck and stream avatars allow a viewer to get really involved in the content and feel as though they can take full control of your stream. Jaqck allows your viewers to purchase content crates, which you can use in-game to make things happen during your stream. Maybe they can stop your keyboard working, stop you from buying weapons during a round, even make you drop all your loot or jump on the spot. There's a lot of things that it can do. So using something along those lines can make it a lot more entertaining and a lot more fun for your viewers. And what's great about it is you can set the price. So if you want a lot of people to buy them and make them accessible for everybody, you can set the price of a box to be as little as 30 or 50 pence. I'm not sponsored, by the way. So that's it for today's video. Hopefully, using some of these tips, you'll be able to make your stream look as good as new. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It lets YouTube know that you enjoyed the content and people like you might enjoy it too. Thank you for watching to the end of the video, and as always, happy streaming.